Hello, good evening, ladies. I'm your host, by the host of the Club of Sports. We're coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you about the fact that the Knicks have defeated the Pelicans 116 to 106. Really good, though, by the way. I'm surprised by that. I'll talk to you guys about the fact that there was a new lawsuit by Deshaun Watson. Get you guys that for sure, very late on that. I'll talk with you guys about the fact that J-Lo and J-Rod are no more yet again, by the way. For very specific reasons, get your LaMarcus Aldridge retires from a heart condition, by the way, after 15 seasons in the NBA. He retired because of a heart condition that he had. Yeah, that's not going to look good for him. Aldridge Smith reached a one-year offer with the Seahawks, by the way. Talk to you guys about the fact that, Talk with you guys about the fact that Carlos Rondon threw a no-hitter, by the way. Last night's game against defeating the Indians, by the way. Get you guys to that for sure. And you got Dan Evans is showing Novak Djokovic giving an upset, by the way. 6 to 3, the Nets 123 to 117. You're still pleading tonight sexual assault allegations that are against him, though. LeGrone, who was a former Nebraska player who was accused of sexual assault, and Andre Hunt, they were accused of sexual assault, but he is now. I'll get you guys to that for sure. So that's all the regime telling everybody on that note. Luka Doncic being the buzzer beater, and that is all that I got for that, everybody. Look at Magic, by the way. All right. First things first, but I'm going to start things off with the fact that the Knicks have yet another win, defeating the Pels 116 to 106. Julius Randle had scored 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Alec Burks scored 21 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal, by the way. Reggie Bullock scored 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. D Rose over here scored 11 points, 9 rebounds, and assist. 2 steals, 1 block. Elfrid Payton scored 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 rebounds and assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Elfrid Payton scored 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Mount Zion Williamson scored 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Brandon Ingram scored 28 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. C9 scored 10 points and rebounds and 3 assists. I got to tell you this right now, guys. The Knicks have yet another win on them, though. I will say this. The Knicks, they're the sleeper team. I mean, the Knicks, some people can think they're just pretenders, but I think the Knicks right now are contenders. That's my opinion right there. I think the Knicks are going to be in the contenders spot to be in the NBA playoffs, in these comps, by the way. And I think it's going to say the Knicks, I mean, they've had the biggest win against the Lakers. I'll tell you that much. That was no killing LeBron James, no 83, by the way. Latest one last night was against the Pelicans, against Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram, but that was a really good one there. But oh my goodness, Orange Julius Randle's playing like an absolute all-star right now. He really is. If he got the Knicks to playoffs, this would literally shatter social media by storm. Yes, it would. I'll tell you that right now. The Knicks, they did beat the Lakers though for sure, but if it came out to the Knicks and the Lakers in the NBA Finals, oh man, this will be a good one. I'll tell you that. Julius Randle is an absolute underdog, and the Knicks are putting up a lot of points. Julius Randle's putting up a lot of points. He's been a scoring machine since D Rose, Elfrid Payton, RJ Barrett. You can't contain these guys. I'll tell you that. Knicks right now are 29 to 27, and I will say this right now: the Knicks right now, they've been, I think, a 4-game win streak right now so far. But oh my goodness, wow, the Knicks are playing so better. They're playing so much better right now. And I'm in a good mood today. I really am. That gives me a really good mood. The Knicks right now, destroying me. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Grizz. They beat the Lakers. I beat the Blazers once. When we beat the Celtics, beat the Wiz, beat the Pistons. They even beat the Pelicans last night. But my goodness, wow. I mean, wow. Knicks, they have wiped out everybody. Like, oh my goodness, they're looking pretty good so far. They're looking pretty good. But I think they say the Knicks right now, they could be going to the NBA Finals. I would say that I could consider them a legitimate threat because there is no stopping Julius Randle. There's no stopping Orange Julius Randle. I'll tell you that right now. But oh my goodness, wow, he's racking up a whole lot of points. He Orange Julius Randle, MVP material, guys. Make no mistake about that, everybody. And guys, you can call what you want. But Julius Randle, man, he's there to stay. He's putting up a lot of points. But wow. I mean, wow. Knicks, they're contenders. They're absolute contenders right now. I'll tell you that. They're absolute contenders. I look forward to seeing the Knicks right now win a lot of games, which they have been so far. Their record's 29-27, and I think the Knicks right now they can get a playoff push and playoff run, which they can, by the way. So I'm looking forward to that. They may be going to the NBA Finals for sure. I'll tell you that. They have to go through the Sixers. They have to go through the Nets. They got to go through the Bucks, Pacers, the Heat. Those teams they got to go through, right? Sure, but that mountain's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to climb, though. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Knicks and even the Suns, by the way, too, as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Knicks, by the way, get some improvement. And they made quite the impression so far. And obviously they can't be stopped. They're forced to record. I'll tell you that right now. But the Knicks right now, they're amazing. They're looking pretty good. They've won a couple of games. Wow. I'm surprised this really surprised me a lot. But wow, Knicks right now, they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good right now. I'll tell you that. But Knicks, they're in the playoffs. But I'll tell you that they're gonna be in that playoff tournament. Wait and see for yourselves, guys. Another thing we get into Luka Doncic with Luka Magic, by the way, and Luka Doncic, he beat the buzzer beater last night against the Grizz, 114-113. I mean, Luka, it was from the three. From the three, he had 29 points in that game. He had 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Kristaps Porzingis had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Tim Hardaway Jr. scored 11 points, 1 rebound. John Morant scored 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Grayson Allen scored 23 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jonas Valanciunas scored 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Dillon Brooks scored 15 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. But wow. Luka Doncic, he is in the MVP conversation. I'll tell you right now. But him with that buzzer beater, with that Luka Magic, with that buzzer beater from the 3, he sealed the deal right there. But my goodness, he most certainly fits in the MVP conversation. Call what you want, guys. Luka Doncic is an absolute all-star, which he is. And can you blame him? Can anybody stop him? Some can, though, but wait and see for yourselves, because Luka Doncic, he's MVP material. I'll tell you that right now, which he is. He always has been, always will be. He's proved a lot, though, especially that buzzer beater from last night. Luka Magic. So that's all there is for that, everybody. That's the best you get there, everybody, on that note. Also got some other news I want to get into. J-Rod, they're done for. Yep. J-Lo and A-Rod, they're done for again, by the way. The first time when they sort of broke, when they sort of went separate ways, isolated from each other, they called it quits on each other because they had little issues going on. They had trouble staying together, by the way. Then they got back together. Then what happens there? Just earlier today, they go their separate ways again. They called it quits, and they're not getting married. No. J-Lo on the flip side, she still has that $1.8 million engagement ring on her. I'll tell you that, though. So clearly, yeah, they're done. I mean, yes, they got kiddos they got to rely on, but who's gonna have to custody over their kiddos? Who? Who's gonna rely on them? I mean, come on, they got kiddos they have to rely on here. And how are the kiddos gonna feel about that? So they've been living together for quite a while now, but obviously they're not. They were intending to get married. They were intending to get married though, but since COVID got in the way, well, it's not gonna happen anymore. But now they're still not gonna get married. And they're not going to be getting back together. I'll tell you, they're not getting back together. I'll tell you that. I mean, come on. A-Rod, he was in pursuit of buying the Wolves. I mean, clearly, J-Rod, they've been to Yankees games. They've been to Lakers games. They've been to Knicks games, Nets games, all sorts of those games. But man, I gotta tell you right now, they were at the White House, by the way, for Biden's inauguration, where J-Lo performed, by the way. And honestly, things are looking good. And that was the last time we saw him, though. Then J-Lo was filming in Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, it's not in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, by the way. And they got met together, but that's it. Now, next thing you know, they're done. They're done. So, who's gonna have custody over the kiddos? J-Lo or A-Rod? Who? Yes, they got kiddos there. Well, yes, they still have kiddos though. Fact is that they've been living together for quite a while, and now they're done for. So it's not looking good for them. I'll tell you, it's not looking good for them. I'll tell you that. It's really not looking good for them. I'll tell you that right now. And honestly, that's it. Like, literally, that's it. So, guys, J-Lo and A-Rod, J-Rod, they're done. I mean, they were a rare gem, though, the past couple of years, but they're done now. That's it. So, they call it quits for real this time. They're not engaged anymore. They called it quits. They moved on from each other. That's that. And, yep. That's all there is. You gotta know, everybody, on that note. So J-Lo and A-Rod, J-Rod, they're done. And that's that. They're not even married. And that's that. So I mean, they were the wealthiest couple in history, which they were. I mean, they're a rare gem, but it's always say, karma's a B. But, that's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, J-Rod, no more yet again. And they called it quits. That's that. And one's going to have custody over the kiddos. And who's it going to be? Folks, stay tuned, everybody. There could be a lot more in store for that, and there could be more details to come. But I do want to say that A-Rod, he showed a table full of J-Lo's antiques, by the way, while Coldplay's music, Coldplay's Fix You song played. Now she sells J-Lo, she sells that 1.8 million engagement ring, by the way, but not looking good though. What's she gonna do with the ring? She's gonna toss it away. Well, who knows? Who knows? So J-Lo and A-Rod, they're done for. That's that. J-Rod, if you will, they're done for. No longer a rare gem. No longer wealthiest couple in history. They were, though, but now they're done. So there you have it, everybody. There you have it, guys. So J-Rod, they're done. So, guys, do what you want, but that's that. And truth be told, everybody, J-Rod, they're done for. That's that. They're separated. So that's all you got to know with that, everybody. And they're not getting married. Nope, they're not getting married at all. So that's that. Others here want to get into LaMarcus Aldridge retired from a heartbeat, by the way, or from a heart condition that he dealt with. He retired after 15 seasons in the NBA. He retired from a heartbeat condition. So my thoughts and prayers go to LaMarcus Aldridge, all of his family, all of his teammates, all of his family members, all of his fans, all his viewers, all this untimely situation that he's in right now. Wishing the best. I wish nothing but the best of LaMarcus Aldridge's future endeavors. And honestly, this is the big blow for the Nets. For the Nets fans, even though the Nets would have been heavy favorites to make it to the NBA playoffs and to make it back to the try and make it to the NBA finals, and lose LaMarcus Aldridge like that, it's just it's a lot though. I think the well-being's on the line, even though COVID's had a big issue. And it's caused a lot of damage, even though the vaccines are still ongoing, by the way, I can tell you that. But, it's non-COVID related, by the way. But honestly, health comes first. So you got to take your well-being. And honestly, things didn't look good, though. So obviously, I hope LaMarcus Aldridge gets all the help that I hope LaMarcus Aldridge is doing okay. And I hope that he gets, he gets himself checked out a bit. And I just hope that he's doing okay for once. And I hope that, he's gonna get through this. I know he will. So just pray for LaMarcus Aldridge, everybody. Please be sure you do on that. And even though he's retired from a heart condition, it's very known that we're gonna go to the hospital. But I think that this is the right decision for LaMarcus Aldridge. By the way, I could tell you that. So I think that LaMarcus Aldridge having to retire. I mean, it is. It's been expensive though, but I think at the end of the day, you gotta rely on yourself. You rely on your well-being. Your physical well-being at the end of the day. And I think that LaMarcus Aldridge did just that. So LaMarcus Aldridge having to retire from 15 years in the NBA, it's, something that a lot of people, are accustomed nowadays. But I think you got to rely on yourself, though. You got to rely on your well-being. You got to rely on that, though, because it's just awful news, though. So keep him in your prayers, everybody, on that. Please be sure you do so, everybody. LaMarcus Aldridge, by the way, was retired at the 15th season in the NBA from a rare heart condition or a heartbeat, by the way, irregular heartbeat. So keep prayers for that. Hope he get well amongst Aldridge. Just you'll get through this. You'll get well. So it's all the news there, and keep me in prayers, everybody, on that note. So keep me in prayers, guys. Also, some other news here. I want to also get into Oliver Smith. He has agreed to a 1-year offer with the Seahawks, by the way. So that's surprising news there. He's been suspended, by the way, from numerous instances that he's been in, and honestly, he was going to stay before, but now he's signed a 1-year offer with the Seahawks, by the way, and that's going to say a lot right there, everybody, on that note. So, all I got to know on that. Also, another thing I want to get into that Carlos Rondon, by the way, he threw a no-hitter, by the way, last night. He was 2 runs away from a perfect game, destroying the Indians 8-0. He threw 114 pitches, 99 miles per hour. So, congrats to him on that. A perfect game as they destroyed the Indians, by the way, last night. That's all there was for that. Also, other news: Dan Evans, he gave Novak Djokovic an upset at the Monte Carlo's the 2021 Monte Carlo Masters in the third round, by the way. So really a big upset there that Novak Djokovic got by Dan Evans, by the way. It's a really big upset. So that's not looking good there. And honestly, not a good one. So don't worry, Novak Djokovic, he's gonna recover from that. I can tell you, he's gonna recover. He will. Other thing I want to get into, by the way, that the Sixers defeated the Nets by the 123 to 117, where the process Joel Embiid has scored 39 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 blocks. Tobias Harris has scored 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Ben Simmons scored 17 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 2 blocks. Shake Milton scored 15 points, 1 rebound, steal, and a block, 4 assists. Kyrie Irving scored 37 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Jeff Green over here scored 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. DeAndre Jordan scored 12 points, 4 rebounds. Rest of 14 rebounds, 5 assists. 4 rebounds, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Landry Shamet scored 17 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. So Sixers did good, though. Sixers still first place in the Eastern Conference right now. That's all there is for that. And yeah. So they sent out KD, Durantula, LaMarcus Aldridge, who's retired, by the way, Blake Griffin, and James Harden. They were sitting out. James Harden couldn't play he missed like 10 games with an injury, by the way. So honestly, it's not looking good there because it's all because of load management. KD couldn't play there because of load management, by the way. It's just, because trying to get him ready for the playoffs. Are you kidding me right now? It's an outrage. This is an absolute outrage, which it is. And something needs to be said because this is going to affect the Nets' chances of trying to get to the NBA Finals, let alone trying to win an NBA title, which they're trying to do, though. But I think it's safe to say the Nets aren't going to be able to, get back to the winning ways. Yes, you're trying to get Durantula to be ready for the playoffs. I'll tell you that. Which is the best thing yet, though. But having him sit out like that, it's just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let him play. Let him play. Yes, he has dealt with an injury, by the way, but just let the dude play. All right, let the dude play. All right. Low mentions are getting out of hand. You want to rush your players for the playoffs. That's fine. All right. As long as he doesn't miss a couple of games like he did last time with an injury, by the way, the hamstring injury. So hopefully he's coming out right. Hopefully he's coming back. Hopefully he plays next game, and that's all I can say on that, everybody. So I'm looking at that. As far as LaMarcus Aldridge goes, he's done for. He's retired the 15th season in the NBA from a rare heart condition or irregular heartbeat. So massive low blow there for Nets and the Nets fans for themselves. And KD and fans were chanting, KD sucks. KD sucks. And obviously, folks are right though. And honestly, KD gets a little critical, but I think that KD, he's backs up a bit. And I think that KD's got to, just be cautious for once. I think that KD, for once, should just get back in the game. Try to be ready for the playoffs for sure. That is, to the very least. And I think it's safe to say that having KD just sitting out before the season, during the season or before the playoffs, it's probably not a good thing, though. Not a good thing there. players haven't started yet. I can tell you that. So hopefully, Katie play the next game. Blake Griffin plays the next game. Kyrie Irving played last night. I can tell you that. That's all you got to know for that, everybody, on that note. So hope KD plays the next game. That's all I got to say on that, everybody. Also, MJ, he's going to be presenting late great Kobe in the Hall of Fame, by the way. So he'll be inducted. He's going to be inducted. Yeah, MJ's going to be inducting late great Kobe Bryant to the 2020 Naismith Memorial Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. That's all I got to say on that, everybody. So best you get there, the GOATs. You saw him tomorrow, though, but he's going to have him inducted to the 2020 Pro Naismith Memorial Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. That's the best you get there. So what moment that is. And like Kobe's the guy with the soul, but MJ he's gonna induct them to introduce them to the 2021 Naismith Memorial Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. That's the best thing. I'll tell you that much. So that's all there is for that. Also, some other things I want to get into that Yasiel Puig is denied sexual assault allegations. They're saying that they're baseless and false. By the way, even though he was accused of sexual assault, misconduct by another woman, he said Yasiel Puig says the act was consensual. The encounter was consensual, and Yasiel Puig has not been arrested or charged. I can tell you that much, and that's all there is you got to know on that. But if he was, then that's that. So yeah, they're looking into this, and I think the LAPD is looking into this as well. I think they should. So I think that it's on the accused. Sorry, guys. It's on the accuser, however, should consider press charge against Yasiel Puig, having him behind bars, I guess, and place him on trial on that. And even though he's denied it, saying they're false and baseless, I could take that much. So that's all there is you got to know on that, everybody. And that, okay, more to come on that. Now, another thing I want to get into, by the way, the latest on the Deshaun Watson probe, that a new lawsuit was filed against Deshaun Watson by a makeup artist who goes by the name of Erica Chapman, by the way. She says that D. Watts reached out to her on Instagram, by the way, September 2nd, 2020. And then November, asked if she was offering massage sessions, by the way, around September and November, where Deshaun Watson assaulted her. And now the reason why this is because Erica Chapman was suing Deshaun Watson. Now this is the 23rd lawsuit that's been filed against Deshaun Watson. I can tell you that 23 lawsuits, but this one's against a female makeup artist. I can tell you that. So yes, it does say right here that they hooked up. They sort of for massage session at Deshaun Watson's Texas residence, by the way. And then it also says right here where Deshaun Watson assaulted and harassed her. He exposed himself Deshaun Watson exposed himself, touched her with his crotch, and groped her. Now, while Chapman massaged Watson the second time, Watson instructed her to grab his crotch. She said no before doing what Watson instructed, because the pressure from Watson's relentless instruction coerced her against her will, leaving her powerless, humiliated, ashamed, distressed, confused, and she's also suing for undisclosed damages as well, though. I can tell you that, though. So she also says right here that she was suing Deshaun Watson for misconduct and sexual assault, by the way, as well. I can tell you that for sure. Now, she says that Deshaun Watson being inappropriate towards her, and he manipulated the massage and her into the sexual coercion, by the way. She said the Watson actually left Chapman ashamed, humiliated, distressed, confused, saying, and she's also suing for undisclosed damages, by the way. I can tell you that. The Houston PD are also looking to a complaint that was issued by a new accuser, by the way. So, this new lawsuit, this 20th lawsuit that Deshaun Watson has on his hands, it ties in. So, but 22, I think it says 22 lawsuits were 22 women had to disclose their names, by the way. They had to reveal their names, One lawsuit was John that's going to be refiled, by the way. A new lawsuit just came in yesterday by a makeup artist who goes by the name of Erica Chapman, by the way. She also says that she was sexually assaulted and by Deshaun Watson and she sued Deshaun Watson for misconduct as well, though, during massage sessions. And honestly, Deshaun Watson that's for her. So I think that Erica Chapman wants justice against Deshaun Watson. I think it's safe to say that I think basically that Tony Westbrook looked into this as well. I could tell you that. And I think it's safe to say that Deshaun Watson is going to have an arrest warrant on his hands very, very soon. I can tell you that much. And if he does, then that's that. Because now you got 23 women that are suing we're suing Deshaun Watson now. And this is the latest hit, though. So there could be more lawsuits. I don't know for sure on that. But if there is, then that's that for Deshaun Watson. Because even though if he was arrested and charged by now, he'd probably be in jail. But if he admits that he did these things to these women, to these 23 women now, because you have a makeup artist, by the way, Erica Chapman, by the way. So if you got that, though, then basically that's that. So I'd say this: Deshaun Watson, he's going to be turning himself into authorities. And the Houston PD, they're looking to his complaint that was filed by this new accuser, and no one knows what's on the complaint, by the way. But honestly, I could tell you though that Deshaun Watson's going to have jail time on his hands, and if he was convicted of these charges, but even though he's not been charged yet, if he was convicted of the charges, he'd face a lifetime behind bars. I can tell you that he'd be banned from the NFL for life. He's going to be released from the NFL, released from the Texans. He's not gonna be a free agent no more. He'll be on the exempt list. I can tell you that. He can be fined, suspended. He could also be released from Texans. He could also be banned from the NFL. I can tell you that much because this is on the NFL's personal conduct policy. Keep that in mind, guys. So honestly, these women, masseuses, these female masseuses, and this makeup artist, they want justice against Deshaun Watson. They want him to be put on trial. I'll tell you that. Not only that, though, Deshaun Watson may turn himself to the authorities, and there could be a search warrant that can be looming, and there could be an arrest warrant looming up for Deshaun Watson because he hasn't been charged yet. I can tell you that, though. He has not been charged from this incident. I can tell you that, though. Not for this latest lawsuit either as well. But keep in mind here that Deshaun Watson was not charged nor arrested from these incidents. I can tell you that much from these masseuses. And I can also tell you, though, that Deshaun Watson basically his career is in dire jeopardy. I can tell you that right now. So Deshaun Watson is going to be banned from the NFL for life, exile for good. I can tell you that because he did these things. Though now this is from a makeup artist, by the way, who says So basically, Erica Chapman, by the way, cases. But I'm not sure it's in the complaint. The police are looking into that for sure, and they may also be looking into this new lawsuit, by the way, filed by makeup artist Erica Chapman. And I do think that Deshaun Watson is going to turn himself into the authorities, face jail time for life. I can tell you that. Not get a bail bond and be exiled from the NFL forever. So those things may come into play. I can tell you that, though. And he can face repercussions ahead of him. I can tell you that much as well. If he's found guilty or if he's convicted of these charges, that's that for him because Deshaun Watson one that's going to face the music in front of a judge, and he has to apologize to each and every one of those women out there. I mean, he already issued a statement already, though. But he went to look them in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry I did these things to you. I'm sorry these things happened." But he did deny it, though. But if he missed in court that he did these things towards these female masseuses and this makeup artists, he'll be done for. He'll be jailed for life. I can tell you that. And the teams that are trying to pursue him, they may no longer have any interest in him at all. I can tell you that. Texas don't want him no more. The other teams that are trying to get him, they don't want him. So, guys, do what you want, guys. But Deshaun Watson, he's going to be banned from the NFL for stemming from this new lawsuit, which is the 20th lawsuit that Deshaun Watson's ever going to have on him because of misconduct sexual assault allegations against him. Now by a female makeup artist, by the way. So that's all there is for that, everybody. And that's all you got to know for that. And there can be more details looming on the way. And that's all you got to know, everybody, on that note. Also, some other news I want to get into that MJ is going to be inducting Laker Kobe Bryant to the National Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. That's a big honor right there. That's a big message to get there. I can tell you that much. Others here I want to get into. I want to bring this out to Brian Ballard of King of Fighters, Emma Watson, Emma Thompson, Luke Evans, Seth Rogen, Macy Williams, Jackie's, Carly Red, Ayaz, Esther Dean, Lil Goddard, Flex Alexander, Toya Bush, Harris, McKenna Kelly, Alicia Braga, Sophia Gomez, Uribe, Tim Thomas, Austin Ernst, the Beach Trash, Supreme Boy, Kimberly, Dos Ramos, Denise Shapovalov, Danny Way, Karen David, Nathaniel Lofton, Javier Fernandez, JC Scott, Lucy Pohl, and Stephanie Somers. So send me brother wishes, brother shelter, brother tweets, everybody. That's all I gotta do for now, everybody. That's all there's gotta know for that. And yeah. Best to get there, everybody, on that note. So I'll tell you about that for sure. And Erica Chapman, she's suing unspecified damages, by the way, for sure. I'll tell you that though. So that's all there's gotta know on that, everybody. Also, guys, Shermie, she is back for King of Fighters 15, guys. If you check out the trailer, check it out, guys. It's amazing. It's must see what's watch. She got some pro wrestling moves on her, suplexes, and amazing. You gotta check that out, guys. And she looks amazing as ever. I'll tell you that, though. I'll tell you that. Really good on that, though. New look on her. So best yet there, everybody. I'll tell you that. Also, some other news here I want to get into that Reno the Bounty Hunter, he is in Brawlhalla, by the way. You can play him right now, guys, and that's all there's you gotta know on that, everybody. So yep. We'll say it all, and that's the best you get there, everybody. So that's all there's got to know on that. And yeah, that will say it all right there from the start. So that's all. Also, guys, tonight, guys, it is the 2021 virtual WNBA draft. Check that out, guys. And that's must watch right there. Hope you guys enjoy that. That's all there's got to know. So who's gonna be the 2021 number one draft pick in the 2020 WNBA? Let me know in the comments about that. And that's all there's got to know on that, everybody. So that's all there's you need to know. And that's best you get there, everybody. Also, in other news that Katerian Legron, by the way, he pled not guilty of sexual assault, by the way. Now, Legron and Andre Hunt were charged for first-degree sexual assault after a woman reported the incident to the Lincoln PD on August 25th in 2019, by the way. So you guys remember that Katerian Legron and Andre Hunt were accused of sexually assaulting a female student in Nebraska, by the way. Now, they were both football players, by the way. I can tell you that for sure. And Nebraska. They were former Nebraska football players. I can tell you that, though. They were suspended from the team activities. They were kicked out of the team. They were jailed, by the way, for life. I can tell you that. And, yeah. Katerian Legron was found not guilty of sexual assault, by the way. A woman. On 2019, back in 2019, by the way, I'll tell you that. And honestly, there are some repercussions away them. I can tell you that, though. So that's all there's you gotta know in that. And there are some repercussions along the way for Andre Hunt as well. And honestly, that's all there's you gotta know. So what happens there? Who knows? That's all there's you gotta know in that, everybody. That's all you gotta know. Ladies, I was right there for the Khalil House Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil House Sports Board YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. What are your thoughts, your response, your tweets, your comments on the Knicks defeating the Pelicans for sure, with Knicks racking up another win yet again? Thoughts about that? I'll just want to show you. The Knicks are top contenders to be in the playoffs. Let me know about that. Sure, I'll just want to sure. You think Knicks can soar all the way into the NBA Finals? Let me know about the show. The comments down below. I'll just want to sure, but it's all that you got to know. We lost 6-3 in the Nets battle in a good game. 123-117. It was KD sitting out. LaMarcus Aldridge sitting out, by the way, even though he's retired from a irregular heartbeat, by the way, as well. Send prayers out to him as well. Please sure do so. Your thoughts on Luka Doncic's game-winning shot? Buzzer beater, by the way. Let me know about that. I'll just want to share. Waiting on J-Ron calling it quits, by the way, and ending their engagement. What thoughts about that, everybody? I'll just want to share, everybody. That's all you got to know. Where they go from there? Who's going to have custody over the kiddos? Let me know about that. Sure, I'll just want to share, everybody. That's all you got to know on that. Your thoughts on Carlos Rondon throwing a no-hitter was in 2 runs away from perfect game, by the way, showing the Indians 8-0. That's about that, everybody. That's all that you got to know. Wilson Dan Evans upsetting Novak Djokovic in the 2021 Monte Carlo Masters in the 3rd round. Let me know about that. Sure, I'll just want to share, but that's all that you got to know on that. Send your brother wishes out to Brian Batliff, King of Fighters, Emma Watson, Emma Thompson, Lil Goddard, Flex Alexander, Esther Dean, Luke Evans, Seth Rogen, Macy Williams, Jackie's, Carly Red, Ayaz, Dennis Shapovalov, Danny Way, Cameron David, Nathaniel Lofton, Javier Fernandez, JC Scott, Lucy Pole, Stephanie Summers. So, send your brother wishes, your brother tweets them right down below in the comments. That's all you gotta do. And that's all I gotta say on that, everybody. We're because we're waiting Deshaun Watson after he was sued yet again after he had a 23 lawsuit filed against him, by the way, by a female makeup artist, Erica Chapman, by the way, and she's sued for sexual assault misconduct and unspecified damages. What we thought about that, everybody. We're because when you think Deshaun was going to be kicked out of the NFL, you think it's going to be released from the Texans, let her know that should have come down below on that. And as a rest of charge, so what you thought about that, everybody? I just want to share. Saying thoughts praise out to LaMarcus Aldridge, even though he retired from a irregular heartbeat, by the way, saying thoughts praise out to him, his members, all his fans, his team. And that's all that you got to know on that, everybody. That's all that you got to know on that. And that's all that you got to know. Williamson MJ having to induct Kobe Bryant to the 2021 Knicks Memorial Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. We thought about that, but I'll just my sure about. That's all that you got to know on that. And that's the best you get there, everybody. On that note right there. And that's we'll say right there, everybody, on that note. And with us in the UCL point, well, we're because we're waiting UCL point because he was as he denied sexual assault allegations that were against him, by the way. Saying they're based on false. Thoughts about that, but I just want to share, everybody. And that's all that you got to know on that. And yeah, that's all that you got to know. How about more breaking news? Times like these ones, a whole lot more than close sports, everything sports related, and everything. There's you got to know on that, everybody. And yeah, best you out there. And if they can still get a playoff spot, let me know about that show. I just want to share. That's all you got to know. I'll be back more breaking news times live updates from my so a whole lot more than close sports, everything sports related, everything. There's you got to know, everybody. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please stay with them. Bye bye.